Scott finally got that shutout for Gaio. I thought that was appropriate for you guys defensively.
I thought we've emphasized that. Probably the last weekend, especially Saturday, this week too. You know, they're a team that can score. You'd obviously transitionally too. Dangerous. They've always been that way. You guys did a great job. Little couple early, where we didn't get exits, which is not critical playing good teams like this. You don't want to give them extended zone time. We did early, but we got out of it. We got better as the game went on. But defensively, it was a really solid game. And yes, happy for Adam, but happy for our guys. It was a good 60-minute game for us.
You mentioned them being dangerous. I thought we saw it in that first period there when the guys had you shocked. You guys didn't get the exits. Were there adjustments you guys made? Was it just execution?
I just make better plays. Right?
Okay.
Even school and St. Paul.
Better plays, stronger plays. So we're moving our feet. A couple of our D guys in puck and they're looking for someone. You can't do that against good teams. You got to get your feet moving. Whether it gets an inch out over the blue line, we were just a little hesitant. And, part of it could be, early in the game, some guys taking the plane too. Probably set a little more for that. Did a better job. We're getting pucks out when we needed to, and we got our transition going.
You're not ready. The freshman line was really good. Those are the guys that led you offensively.
It was a big goal. Yeah, it was an interesting thing. We were so far out of destructuring the zone, and next thing the puck came up, and Danny could shoot it. He made a good move. He made a little cut and used it as a screen, I think. And, happy for those guys. That's 2 games in a row for the last 3. It's good for those young guys to get the experience and to get goals and produce for us because, we're going to need those guys moving forward. This is good. This is good for them.
When we saw that line score kind of a dirty goal there in the third period, they were setting up great.
Yeah, happy for him too. The first rebound. I think we got behind, but it was a good off the rush again, and there and keep staying with it. And big goal.
Yeah,
it was just 3 speed, but after that we did a good job shutting them down.
What adjustments? What do you need to clean up for tomorrow?
We need to have the same kind of effort. Trying to be repeatable, if not better, because they're going to be better. Again, good start. Take care of pucks. Land our toes. That's how we keep pressuring pucks and stay good, tight defensively because we know they're going to get more opportunities probably tomorrow. It's a Saturday night. Everybody's going to be better. So we've got to. We got to put this foot and enjoy it, but it's a big win for us. And, we've got to hopefully come back with the same kind of effort tomorrow. Hopefully see what the result will be.
How happy are you as a coach to see them flip the switch? That first 6 minutes under pressure, maybe seeing a little more pace than they're used to, and then they figure it out pretty quick.
Yeah, they're always doing so. As long as they've been a fast starting team, we didn't help the cause. Like I said, we turned over some pucks, had some soft plays coming out of our zone, and got through it. I had some saves and got him in his game, but it's going to happen. You're going to go through those in the game. It's kind of this group is just showing some of that through the year, through the first 6-7 games. There's been moments like this, but then we get maybe a little bounce back, a good shift. It might not score, but usually it's been Gaffney and it's got us going with a good shift. But tonight it was disgusting. We got out there and got a big goal, and we needed to get some momentum.
And then you had guys blocking shots the last couple minutes of the game.
That's what you win. You know what? You got to have sacrifice. The Killers did a good job. So guys, it's nice when you see, selling out there, especially at the end, right? You're fighting for the goaltender too, but to me, that's big part of winning games is guys willing to do these little things.
Is there anything you're anxious to look at on film tonight or tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll watch some of the, some of the breakouts and exits. I think, not a whole lot. I'm going to find a lot of good things, and hopefully I can show and make sure they're repeatable. Right? But there's always things, right? There's always things that are going to stick out. But I thought for the most part, from start to finish, it was one of our better games.
boy, we played a really good first 4 minutes. The next 56 were not very good for us. How many nights I come in here and we couldn't catch passes, we couldn't make passes, we lost wall battles. We got and we just couldn't shift any gear.
What do you look for in your team to change it? Get out of that first gear and start putting shifts together.
Well, it's got to start like, then we started losing draws. And then when they got the 2-0 lead, they played with more confidence. They were connecting passes and getting deep. And our guy after that made the one great save with the power play. There wasn't a lot going on in the game. We couldn't score a goal and get effort to make it more exciting for the fans to get this thing going. And it was a game that we needed a heck of a lot more of a push to get back into.
How do you as a coach kind of build up that push in the locker room between periods?
Well, this one kind of had to. A coach only gets a few times in a year where you can, we're coming off a real emotional win a week ago, and we kind of had to let this team fight through this one. They got to fight through this, and we kind of saw yesterday's practice. We were good through the first part of the week, and then all of a sudden, I want to get off of our youth and experience, but that kind of played through at times tonight, and it just wasn't good enough.
Doesn't feel like effort usually comes up in here very often. Is that something you're looking for them?
Yeah, but I you know what? I'm going to say more execution than effort. Because we've been around them for almost 2 months now. Their effort's been great, but our execution needed to be a lot better tonight to give us a chance to get going. And in our attack and our options. Sometimes you see us throw a pass, it was a foot in the air, and then icing, and then they started winning draws, and then we're chasing. We dump the puck and have to change. There was some frustration on the bench. And we tried to really stay out of that. We kind of let the guys fight through this one tonight.
Is UMD a tough team to get to a neutral zone, especially playing down?
Well, the way we were not transporting the puck, they made it very difficult today.
Ari wasn't on the ice on Tuesday during practice, and obviously he didn't start today. What is his condition? Is he okay? What's the possibility of him playing tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll figure that out tonight.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Luke, what's the message in the locker room after a game like that?
Just gotta compete. It's that simple. We gotta work. It's unacceptable. I think that's the whole lesson.
You start the third period down 2-0 and then quickly get scored on. What is that mental battle kind of coming back from that?
I don't know. It was frustrating. It started in the second period. We didn't have to compete. It's unacceptable, honestly. And we gotta find a way to string 2 games together in a weekend. We can't just be, taking one night off. It's not acceptable.
Is there a part of the game specifically you think needs to flip for tomorrow night to go better?
I think battling all over the ice, and then our execution was off. I think that was easy to tell. It's just, that's the name of the game too, is execution and battling. And when you don't have either of those, it's not going to be a good night for you. So, those are our 2 main problems. And like I said, that's the name of the game.
When UMD takes away the middle of the ice like they do, what's the plan A?
Yeah, I think we're gonna get into film tomorrow and dissect it and look it over. They did a good job of it, and we'll just have to look into it. Be better and more.
You have a lot of younger guys on the team this year. What is it like kind of being in that leadership role, especially with games like this and after games like this?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think you just gotta remind them it's never gonna be easy. It's absolutely never gonna be easy. And having a performance like that in front of people who bought tickets to come watch you is I've said it 10 times already. It's unacceptable. And they'll learn. And it's not on the young guys. It's everyone. With that being said too. So, yeah, we all need to be better. Honestly, I think that's what we'll tell them. Makes sense.